fighting out of the red corner, out of Highest Dawn MMA, from Matthews, North Carolina, please welcome Nyzaiah King.
Nyzaiah King.
Yeah, the Elijah fight got scrapped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this kid Elijah cut down, and he tried to rehydrate, and he couldn't keep anything down.
So the Jacob Pius and Elijah Gardner fight is gone.
Yeah.
And now we move on to Nyzaiah King and Javon Sanders. But we still have Jacob's brother Drew who's supposed to fight later.
Yep.
And what I was going to say, there was a guy, he flagged me down and was talking to me. And he said he trains at Matrix MMA and he trains with these two boys. And he says that they're killers. He says they never get tired. They're just absolute savages, just animals. They destroy everybody that they stand in front of. And I said, that's kind of what I'm hearing.
That's what I've always heard too.
When they said they don't get tired, that's terrifying. Like, if you can punch hard, big deal. You know, cool kicks, big deal. You got good wrestling, good submissions. I don't care. But if you tell me you never get tired, well, now that changes things. It's like, how do I beat you? That's a scary, scary thought, to fight a man who never tires.
Little confusion on the weight class.
Get it together. He was just telling everyone else they need to get their stuff together. Start a feud with the ring announcer.
Representing Highest Dawn MMA, Nyzaiah King, 1 and 2.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, out of Elevate MMA, Durham, North Carolina, please welcome Javon Sanders. This is the 135-pound weight.
Javon Sanders fighting out of Elevate, North Carolina's premier MMA fight gym in the triangle of Raleigh-Durham. And there you see Mr. Dirty South in the corner, DeJuan Owens. Once again, this is their only other outing besides Q tonight. So if they can get it here, they'll be 2-0. What you can expect from Javon is wrestling. He came into this sport with a strong wrestling background already. Everything that he's been doing at Elevate is just to hone those tools for MMA, bring the striking up to par. Already a gentleman who came into the gym in really, really great shape. You can see he's visibly in great shape here.
Man's got an 8-pack.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is a lifelong athlete here. And like I said, we can expect a heavy wrestling pressure and attack here.
Yeah, and that's the thing about MMA. And I'm a striking coach. My primary job is a striking coach and a kickboxing coach in particular. And I will even tell you that in the realm of MMA, if you brought me an athlete and said he can only have a pedigree or background in one thing, I would say it would be wrestling. Because you can teach a guy like that a 1-2. You can teach a guy like that some footwork. You can't take a good boxer or kickboxer and turn them into
a D1 wrestler.
Yes,
it's just impossible. I mean, it takes years.
And by the time they're that age where they're thinking about MMA, it's already they're too old. You only a young man can get that good at wrestling.
Yeah.
Them boys are in shape though.
Oh yeah. Both these guys look like the type of 135ers you'd see on the pro level.
Yeah, their level of fitness and their size, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, music's still rolling.
Yeah, that DJ needs to chill out. Javon already on the double, looking to connect the hands on the fence wall here. He's working to the outside now on the single. Nice shin whizzer from King.
Nyzaiah King defending, pulling on his head. His corner telling him not to worry about the choke, just push his head. Now he pummels in with that left arm looking for an underhook, but man.
Yeah,
Javon is strong.
You look at the hip
Look how
position
hard he had to push to get that underhook through. Nyzaiah King slipped.
Teep a guy so hard you fall down.
Yeah, he had a little bit of his weight back behind himself. Good left kick, but he needs a punch.
Big body kick there from Nyzaiah.
Dewan telling Javon to bring him over there to him. Nyzaiah King a little on skates.
A little wiry with the striking.
Yeah, he's not finding his balance. He's not finding his composure. Javon Sanders switching stances.
That body shot rang true right to the ribs on the turn on King, and it made him back up. I've never seen a cross to the body make somebody back up like that, quite like that in MMA anyway.
Now,
actually, I take that back.
Now Nyzaiah King doing a little bit better job at using a correct distance, but he just ate a left calf kick. And then you just kick him across the cup a little bit, but Javon just gives it a little.
That was pro.
I'm good. Javon saying I'm good. He's giving the people what they want. Nyzaiah King being a little more tactical about his range now. Not so wild, not so jittery. And Javon pushes forward, throws some knees. Strong in the clinch, man. You can tell that Javon Sanders is extremely powerful in that clinch because he is achieving positions and holding him with like that isometric tension. And Nyzaiah King's not able to move his arms. Look at how he locked his arm. You know what I mean? Like he's pulling on. He had a 2-on-1, but Sanders' arm was not moving.
Yeah, Javon can do a really good job of controlling where the fight takes place and when the clinching happens. Like every time he loses position on the fence, he's just out of there. He's just like, you know what, I'll just stop.
And I think that King is sort of holding back on some of his striking in fear of getting clinched or wrestled by Javon Sanders. So he's not committing to any strikes. Javon Sanders swarms him with punches, pushes him up against the fence. Now he's throwing right uppercuts into the body.
Trying to lock the hands again on that body lock. You know, Javon actually is doing a great job with the angles and the feints too now. I noticed especially in that last.
Look how powerful his hips are there.
Yeah.
Nyzaiah had him bent over backwards, and he just manhandled him back into the fence. Yeah, Nyzaiah King with a reach advantage, and it would seem a more varied striking game. But he hasn't committed to any strikes to do any damage to Javon Sanders to get Sanders to back off. The big left body kick that he did land early in that round, he got a punch in the face in exchange for it.
Very curious to what the corner advice is in that highest on corner, because the cage and the wall work and the grappling is usually their realm to occupy as a team. So wondering how they address such a strong wrestling threat.
I would say he needs to shoot his left hand more often, early, often, and shoot it a little bit low so he can't get ducked under. Ooh, good left uppercut, made a nice, satisfying thud. Look at him push. Look at him pushing for that left underhook. The same scenario is playing out again, and look how powerful.
Yeah, now the arm's trapped inside too. You know, sometimes when guys are really strong wrestlers, you get an overhook on them and feel like you're winning, and they're like, no, that's what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to get an overhook on me.
Yeah. Nyzaiah King's corner calling for hands, not just kicks. There's a right leg kick from Nyzaiah King. And I don't think he's thrown a straight left yet. There's one, and look what happens. Sinks it right below the chin. Javon Sanders had his guard up, but that left hand slid right through.
Less feinting from Javon going on in this round.
Yeah, but Nyzaiah is giving him so much leeway and so much respect. He's backing off. Anytime Javon moves, he curls up into a ball, turns his head, and covers up. He must have felt the strength and the power of this guy. Head position from Javon Sanders. And look at that.
High-level wrestling attack here.
Well, he didn't even do it fast. He was just so strong with it. But Nyzaiah King using his hooks, using his ties to try to defend. Knees up the middle from Nyzaiah King. And Javon Sanders gets back on those legs.
Oh, he's close to locking it here.
Extremely powerful.
Tried to ninja choke there.
Yeah. Nyzaiah doing a pretty good job defending this position and being busy. Even though his butt's on the cage, he's throwing more knees.
Yeah, he's giving Javon some stuff to think about here that's disrupting the wrestling pretty well. A minute left here in this round, and still could be a round that Nyzaiah King could fight his way back into.
Yeah, it's actually fairly close.
I agree.
Left. Nyzaiah King's corner begging him to let his hands go. He needs to straighten out that left. He's had success. There's a left body kick, and then that right low kick. Those have been his best attacks so far, and he's pouring on the frequency of them now. With 35 seconds left, if he keeps up this pace, he could steal this round back.
Just the visual of what's happening in Nyzaiah every time Javon lands a shot does not read well, even if the shots aren't landing very well.
He takes off like he's a bee flew in his mouth.
Yeah.
Ouch. Javon Sanders, on the other hand, doesn't show anything when he hurts himself or gets hurt. Wild swings from both men miss. And then they trade again.
Final round coming up. That round much closer than our first round.
Yeah. Wowzers. Wow. Nyzaiah King's corner wants him to throw his hands. They're saying he's got to return in these exchanges because he's letting Javon Sanders beat him up.
He's got to do something to stop the forward approach.
You can tell just how strong Javon Sanders is.
Yeah.
At how when you see those positions stop, that isometric tension where Javon Sanders is totally controlling him. Oh, runs him face first into the corner.
That was a nice running, like a rundown is what I would call that. Or I always tell guys to run your takedowns. That's a perfect example.
From the back, too.
Of
Send
how
him
to
head
run
first.
It. Yeah. Head first, heavy forward pressure, heavy weight going, moving and forward. And now it's Javon on the ground. I know he has had some struggles in past fights staying on this position.
Yeah, Nyzaiah King able to get back to his feet and now turn to face him.
Beautiful takedown. Doesn't result in much net gain for Javon Sanders, but he still has King flattened against the vinyl there.
Looked for that guillotine and ended up giving his back.
Yeah, that's dangerous, man. It's dangerous to do that when you don't have the posture already broken, because what you're hoping is that when you get your bicep over their neck, you can force them down. And I just don't think there's a single area in which most people are going to be stronger in this weight class than Javon.
No.
Especially a wrestler's neck.
It's hard to do that to a regular person if they keep their posture. If you put your arm around their neck without their posture broken, that gives them a handle to lift you. And now you're trying to do it to an extremely strong guy.
Ninja choke attempt there from Nyzaiah King. Fails again.
Left hand finds its way home. Left kick. Left hand finds him again. He's 3 for 3 with that left hand.
Yeah, he's got to throw that more.
I leaned over and asked the corner, why isn't he throwing the left hand? And they said, I don't know.
I don't know.
They want him to, yeah.
Good question, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. The two men clacked shins. And now Nyzaiah King is showing the effects of that in his stance. Knees up the middle. He's had success with knees up the middle even when his back is to the fence. They got 35 seconds. Nyzaiah King doing a good job mitigating the damage.
That was pretty on the nose.
No, that wasn't his nose. That was. He just wanted off the fence. He wants to fight. Let's see if he throws that left hand.
Final seconds of this
Left
fight.
hand finds him again.
Finds the left hand, does Nyzaiah King, as we come in on the close of the fight.
Left body kick. And then
Big shot from Javon Sanders.
Several times Nyzaiah King's thrown that big left body kick and eaten the right hand from Javon Sanders. Nyzaiah King with that left body kick. Every time he threw his left hand.
It was a big shot.
Every time.
Yeah, he landed it pretty consistently, and he managed to rock him at least once in that last round. I thought maybe once Javon was really hurt.
Regrettably, he didn't do that early in the fight. You know, because Javon walked right through those. That's a strong dude in that Javon Sanders.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Tough, mean, technically skilled, and powerful.
Yeah, especially for a guy who's only got one MMA fight before tonight.
And Nyzaiah King, also a fine performance. I was talking with Joshua Pack. I was talking with Joshua Pack out there. He lost to Shaquan Oliver earlier. And he was like, man, he was kind of belly. And I was like, bro, you did amazing. But you fought another dude who also did amazing.
Really well, yeah.
If either these fighters, the whole night, either of these guys fights anybody else, they're destroying them.
Yeah.
But you got another dude like you in there. I'm sure that these are some of like the best guys.
Big shout outs to Marcelo and Josh, who always do such a good job matchmaking these shows and finding
it's crazy.
These really good matchups. You'll be hard pressed to find a single squash match in Fight For It.
Yeah, because even the ones with finishes, the other person was a threat and a danger the entire time.
Absolutely.
These all have literally been anyone's match. We saw obviously a ton of control from Javon Sanders, but Nyzaiah King landing significant big strikes throughout the fight. We had that one big takedown over there. The cage control, you could argue that Javon Sanders had more control over it, but Nyzaiah King threw more knees from that position.
Of the cage as we have a majority decision is in for your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Javon Sanders.
And we've had a few majority decisions, which makes me guess that one of the judges is looking at something different from what the other two are.
Or maybe is colorblind. Doesn't understand what red and blue mean.